Hey everybody, Unstable Gamer here, and welcome back to another Pokemon Masters video. In this video, we're going to discuss Reroll. I'm going to walk you through exactly what you need to do in the most efficient way, in my opinion, to Reroll. And then we're going to have a little discussion about, should you even do it? And I do have a Reroll tier list for everybody to take a look at it if you haven't seen it yet. So that's what we're going to dive into in this video. And but first, before we do that, if you're just now finding this channel and you want to stay up to date with this and other games, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out. All right, and welcome back. So let's talk about what you need to do to re-roll, because this, for me at least, it was confusing in the beginning. Now this game has only been out for a few days, and there's a bunch of other guides and stuff out there for this specifically. I think this way that I did it is probably the most efficient. It does take, for me, it took roughly around 20 minutes to do it. I did re-roll once and go through it. I did not continually re-roll until I got what would be considered S tier or anything like that. So I'll discuss that here in just a little bit. But first, let's take a look at this. So when you jump into the game, there's a whole lot of stuff that's going to happen to get you familiar with the game. The best way to get through this, you're going to come up to the main storyline here, and you're going to get here to Chapter 2. Go into Chapter 2 just to show you. Once you complete a friendly new rival in Chapter 2, that completes Chapter 2 for you. You're going to have quite a few of gems. Now, I think it was probably, don't quote me, I'm trying to recall this from memory. I think it's around 2,700. So then you take that 2,700 and you go into the shop right here. And we're going to go to the Sync Pair Scout. And you've got two of these, right? You've got this one here, and for a limited time, you have this one here. Don't waste your time on this one, because this this one only uses paid gems. So they separate your gems out by paid and non-paid. So in order to take advantage of this offer, you have to purchase gems in order to get this specific Sync Pair Scout and the guaranteed 5-star. So if you want to put money into it, then go right ahead. I mean, it's not super expensive. But if you want to, then feel free to do that. At least you're guaranteed a 5-star. However, that's really not what you want to do when you re-roll. Because when you re-roll, I mean, you would have to continually spend all that, right? And you really don't want to do that. So here we go. Sync Pair Scout. This is the basic one right here. Now you want to do the Sync Pair Scout, the 300 gem one. You don't want to save up for the 3,000 gem one. So you're going to go into here, you're just going to continually pull from your Sync Pair Scout until you get what you want or until you run out of gems. If you're lucky enough during your first pull to get a cool S tier trainer or something like that, then at that point stop. I wouldn't continually re-roll. If you get what you want, at least someone in that S tier, then I would stop at that point. Now if you don't get anything, at all and you want to re-roll, so this whole process here takes roughly 20 minutes. I'm going to say 20 to 30 minutes. I think some people could probably do it in less time, but just kind of, I want to set that expectation up at first. So let's go, once you, let's say that you pull and you didn't get what you wanted. So you want to go ahead and re-roll. So now what you do is you're going to go into your phone here. You're going to go into your account, and right here, you're going to delete saved data. Now, you don't have to link your account in the very beginning, your Nintendo account in the very beginning. I wouldn't do that, especially if you plan on re-rolling, because I mean, there's really no point in syncing your account if you're going to re-roll. You can always link your account later by coming into here. So right here, delete save data, completely delete all saved data for Pokemon Masters. This data is linked to your Nintendo account and will no longer be accessible on other devices. Basically, it's wiping the device clean. Then when you go back into the game, you go through everything else, everything again, right? The safety notices, the accepting the terms and agreement and things like that, and then going through the very beginning stuff, creating your character. You do everything as if you never got into here. So that's what you do to re-roll. You go ahead, you go through all of it, you complete Chapter 2, you go back to the shop, and you pull singles out of here using the 300 gems until you either run out of gems or you get the trainer that you want. If you don't get the trainer you want, go back into your account, wipe your data, start all over again, and do that as many times as you want. Now, the question of whether you should do this or not, in my opinion, I really don't think it's worth the time. The characters that you get as you work through the game are decent. They're gonna get you through to where you need to go. So it's not like you have to have the most perfect sync pair. You don't have to have the perfect trainer in order to get through a lot of that. If you watch the video, so I did a first impressions video. If you haven't seen it, I'll go ahead and link it up right there. But I believe I completed chapter 4, and then I had 3,000 gems, over 3,000 gems. So what I did is then I just saved up the 3,000 gems, came in here, did my sync pair times 10 to pull and see what kind of stuff I got. And I got some pretty good stuff, in my opinion. But as far as going through this, it's really ultimately dependent upon you. If it's something that you want to do or willing to do, then feel free to go for it. That's what you do in order to do it. Lots of people are doing it. For me, it wasn't worth it. Because again, what you get in the game, and as you do your sync pairs, and once you get to level 4, you do your 10. I mean, there's plenty of time in this game to get some good characters. All right, so that is how you reroll. Those are my thoughts on the reroll. So let's take a look just at the reroll tier list. So this reroll tier list was put together by the Discord community. It'll tell you up at the top too. Also, I will leave a link to the Discord channel in the description below, so you can go ahead and check it out. There's a ton of people out there. Everybody, I've gone in there and I've got a ton of help. So it's a really good community that just wants to help you and help everybody and just enjoy this game. Again, this game's only been out for a couple days, so there's a whole lot of activity there, and it's very cool to see. So let's go ahead, take a look at that tier list. All right, and here we go. So this is the Discord community right here. You can see the link up here. Again, I will go ahead and link that in the description below. You can find this list right here, this tier list, under Staff Advice Game FAQ, posted by Dre. And like I said, this reroll tier list was compiled by the Discord channel and the community and the players in the game, and it's really cool. So if you want to re-roll, here's the tier list. You have your S tier all the way down to your D tier. So let's just focus on the S tier really quick. I'm not going to go into detail on every single one of these characters because I'm going to actually do that in a different video when we do a full tier list. This is not a complete list of all characters in the game, but these are some characters that you want to keep an eye on. So that first character there, this guy right here, so that is Brendan, and he seems to be the one that everybody wants right now, is Brendan. I don't know how many times you're gonna have to re-roll to get him. If you get lucky, awesome. If you get lucky, if you get him by re-rolling like once or twice or something like that, or then definitely let me know in the comment section. But if you did get him, also just let me know how many times you had to re-roll in order to get him. But so he's a pretty cool character. You also have Karen right here. Her Pokemon is Houndoom, which seems to be a pretty decent character as well. Now this next one, I think that's Olivia, I believe. Again, I'm still getting used to all these different characters here, but that's Olivia right there. Her Pokemon is Lycanroc. All right, and this fourth character here, she is this fourth trainer here. That's Phoebe, and her Pokemon is a Dusclops. And then you have this final one right there. So this guy, that is Will, and his Pokemon is Xatu. So pretty cool. You can find them in your Pokedex if you go to your phone, pull up your decks, and you can take a look at all these different characters in there. But that is considered your S tier, your upper echelon of trainers that you want to shoot for if you want to roll. Like I said, when I got this character right here, Chris. Her Pokemon is Totodile. She's good. I like her. I've already evolved Totodile once, and he's one of the few the few Pokemon that you could evolve twice up to a stage 3. So pretty interesting there. So here is the tier list. I want to thank the Pokemon Masters community on Discord for putting this together as guidance for people, especially new people coming into the game that weren't part of the beta. So very cool. Thank you guys. Shout out to Dre and the Pokemon Masters community out here. All right, so that's what I had for you today. Just a quick reroll guide, what you need to do, my thoughts on whether you should or not, and what that reroll tier list looks like. All right, I'm very interested to hear your thoughts on this game and your reroll. As always, I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch the video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Take care, everyone, and we'll talk to you next time.